Mm.
Hi, everybody. Claire with Clairvoyance
Hi.
Psychic Medium here.
Hi.
And Alex and Ashley.
Alex. We all know that. Yep. Here we
Yay.
are.
And we're with the Witch's Tea here. We forgot to have a clever name for today's, or did you think
I think we're the Witch's Brew.
Oh.
We're the Witch's Brew.
Yes.
You still good.
What?
You still good.
Okay. Well, anyways, yes. Hello, and sorry that we were late this time. But we're here and we're gonna finish up the astrology today. What are we doing?
All right. Well, we're gonna start out with first some witchy biscuits. Just something. I think it's important that I feel like a lot of people sort of almost feel like their practice has to be like this big theatrical, like they have to do it perfect and make it this big intentional thing, when really we can experience, and practice our spirituality and craft like in little ways throughout the week. And so we just want to talk about like little things that we experienced through the week in that regards, our little witchy biscuits. Anyone have one they want to start with?
Yeah,
Do it.
So witchy biscuits for me this week. So we just had the Jupiter supermoon. It was gorgeous. Fantastic. Scorpio.
You said
we
Jupiter.
are struggle lesson today, friends.
It's
Can
Monday.
you tell that Mercury is at the last degrees right now, and we're about ready to move into Gemini? Everything's scattered. It's okay.
Well,
all right, Greg. We got it. I got this. So, anyways, so it was a moon for just manifesting new stuff, like anything new, big, the changes that you wanted, like the things that you really want to do. Like are we still kind of in that energy, you would say? What's your opinion on that?
In this moment right now, no, because it was on Monday, so we're a whole week away.
All right. Well, anyways, at that
but
time,
it was huge. It took over all last week.
Yeah. So what I experienced then, I had a lot of big things happen for me last week. So it was my birthday, and I started with a new personal trainer, and I just started like making like life changes, right? Like making plans to buy a house, all of that. And that has been my small way that I'm witchy, like how you were just saying that it doesn't have to be like this big thing. I'm pretty bad at remembering to do any kind of bath. And if I do, I'd say it's probably of the basic sorts. I mean, a candle here or there, but I just meditate. And then for me, I just put in a lot of action, and like that's my manifestation. Like I do what I can and I throw it to the world. I'm like, all right, take it, do what you want with it, give it back if you can, all that kind of stuff. But so that was my thing. I definitely had good moments, great moments, honestly, with like this past week. It was just, I interacted with people really well, which isn't always the case. Sometimes I overanalyze the situation, but I felt very good about pretty much everyone that I met too. I don't know. Do you ever like, does anyone else ever feel that way? Like you meet someone and you're like, didn't know that would go well, but it just does.
Yeah, for sure.
I have a question. What is your rising sign again?
Your Scorpio rising, right?
It's Scorpio.
Well, I was like, duh. Why? Because the rising sign would have been the thing that like caused all of that stuff to be good juju. So ding, that's why Scorpio super moon.
And yeah, Scorpio risings, you hit the jackpot last week.
So me, I have a Taurus rising, and I literally had the hardest week of my life.
I'm a Gemini rising.
Spill the tea. I want more.
Okay, so can I do mine, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll tell a little bit about my week, but I will also I have a story. I'm gonna tell the story first because I will forget it. So let me do that first. So yesterday I was talking to the neighbor. You know how it is, small towns, like just people bullshitting,
Yeah.
And I think I was out there for 2 hours, like just talking to him. Forgot to put sunscreen on. I'm burnt crispy. It's ridiculous. But in that time, the town Aurora came up. And I was like, well, that's weird. Because I was watching some TikTok earlier and this person was talking about Aurora, the town. And it wasn't just the name, it was the town. It's in Nebraska. And then I was at I don't know, I had to go to this meeting thing with my nephew, and the guy said Aurora. I looked at Cho and I was like, something is happening in Aurora. And like I just like closed my eyes and sent good juju. There's a fucking tornado last night in Aurora.
Wow.
And not anybody, like, from my knowledge, nobody got hurt. It was just like on the outside, but like, whoa.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so that was super weird. But yeah, my week was crazy because it started off with my nephew was not very good last week. He was like literally manic at some points and like suicidal. It was a whole thing. I'm sorry, whatever, we're getting deep. And my grandma got moved into a home, and then my dad on Tuesday just threw all of the chickens and the duck in my yard, and he was like, deal with it, you're gonna have to figure it out. And then I think that was it. There was just so much. It was just like, oh my god, all these changes, holy crap. Everything needed to happen. Everything happened the way that it did. Now Ty has tons of resources, things that are going really good. Grandma is doing good in a home. Like, I am so in love with these damn chickens, you know, like it's all good.
Love the
What?
chicken.
Yeah,
Chickens are great.
there's so
I'm
much
really
fun.
glad the positive outcome from it. Like it's not like something that's still pressing on you. Like those
Yeah.
things are good and taken care of at least.
Yeah, but and I like applied to get a loan, a $20,000 loan. I've never done an adult thing before like that, and I'm trying to like be an adult and like
What's that for? What are you manifesting?
my she shed, some repairs around the house, like doing like all that stuff. So
Nice.
so yeah, that's what happened for the opposite of Scorpio. It felt like a lot, but yeah.
You got through it.
There were good things in there though.
Oh yeah, they turned out good, well ish, but I feel good now.
That's good.
I guess my little witchy biscuit, you know, you were talking about manifesting, and even though Scorpio moon was on Monday-ish, we had Beltane on Friday. Is that Friday, Saturday?
I think it was Saturday. Here's my phone.
And that's all about,
I don't
you
have
know,
a calendar.
fertility, which, you know, people I think obviously first think of babies, right? But also, I mean,
That's
fertility
totally-
of ideas and fertility of projects.
Mhm.
So that's very much a celebration of manifestation in my mind. And so that was something, I mean, life gets busy, right? We had a lot going on this week. So I just did a little, took an intentional bath. I put some flower oil and some hydrangea petals in the bathtub and soaked it up and
Wow.
meditated for a
You did it
little bit.
all.
Yeah.
She did a good thing.
It was not all, but it was this little thing, and it was not very long.
Sometimes
But
it just takes one
Yeah.
little thing. Like sometimes a bath is too much and that's okay. And sometimes a bath is just enough. And sometimes you go all out. You do a whole moon spread,
Mhm.
everything. That's fine. Do your thing, witches. That whatever.
I just think
I
it's
should-
important to like, what?
I was just gonna say I should start sharing with you girls the spreads that I do every moon ceremony. I still do it
yeah.
just like when I do the moon ceremonies back at the studio. I still do
Yes.
those spreads every single time.
I have found some of the most fun spreads on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. Some great spreads.
I have this one lady that I follow on Instagram. I really like her stuff. Biddy Tarot. If anyone's interested.
Oh, yeah.
Biddy Tarot
Okay.
is like the main
To say
tarot
she's
spot on just on Google. Like if you were to look up like Prince of
Yep.
Cups, Biddy Tarot is the first thing that pops up. Like it's the most. Yeah.
it's a good like, especially like if you're a beginner and you just want like a clear cut kind of answer, like that's definitely I would recommend kind of starting with Biddy. And that's still where I kind of feel at sometimes, like with reading tarot. So I feel really good there. I mean,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
tell Cho to go there because he's such a baby.
I'm gonna make a note.
starting.
Yeah, tell them to get on. Just start reading.
I'm gonna make a note. I'll bring it up next time. But I think especially because I mean, there's so many ways to learn. And even though it can be silly, I think TikTok is great for little quick
Mhm.
ways to learn something. And there's a lady on there. I love it. She's so good and she's so funny. For each of the tarot cards, she takes a sound clip and she puts like a fun sound clip over the cards and like in a way that actually explains it. I'll look her up and get what her handle is so that way we can shout her out and you guys can go on there and follow her. They're funny. They're a funny little quick
Yeah.
TikTok that
Yeah.
explains what the cards are and if that's a way you can ingest information, whatever works, friends. So
Yeah. I follow a couple ritual like accounts on TikTok.
yeah, they're
They're
fun.
yeah.
Fun. All right, ladies and gents, whoever is listening, all in between. Let's move on to our main brew portion, which we're gonna finish up the last bit of our astrology. We've got 5 signs left. We'll try to.
Oh God, we've only been getting like 3. Crap. Okay, let's try
I
to
know
keep
we've
track
got
of
to.
this.
We're gonna do it. I believe in us. I believe in us.
We got it.
Let's start out with my personal favorite. We're gonna start out with Cancers. They're my personal favorite. Fun fact, I have only ever dated Cancers. That's just a fun little fact about me. Oh, Cancers. Pros and cons, I suppose. Honestly, a good way I like to think about Cancers, I mean, just in their sign, their animal sign is that crab. And I think it goes, when you think about them that way, Cancers can either be the type of crab that like to be in their hidey hole and are sort of grumping and judging at what's happening outside, on the beach. Or they can be the crab that's out scuttling about, having fun on the shore, really in touch with, the waves and what's going about them.
Enlightened and unenlightened.
Yes. So that's how I always picture Cancers is, do they want to be the hidey hole crab or the beach scuttling crab? So
is that's what
yeah, that's what I've got for Cancers.
Okay.
not bad.
Are you
All
good?
right. I'll go next if you don't mind. I like that Cancers are direct, but that in turn is also one of their downfalls, especially with certain other people. There are some people who don't really enjoy the directness. They want things said a little bit kinder. And you're not really going to get that from most Cancers. I mean, depending on like what their rising and moons are, like most of the time, Cancers are just, they're going to tell you what they think. They're going to tell you how they feel. But when it comes to their family and stuff, they very committed.
Their family and their loved ones, they're hypersensitive to their loved ones. They love to be caretakers and nurturers, and they care a lot about what the people who love them think.
Yes.
Which can be both good and bad. I mean, right? Always that balance.
It goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Again, any sign can be really great or really terrible. There's no bad sign at all.
Really just the person behind the sign.
Right. Cancers are amazing. Like you befriend a Cancer, I mean, like call them and be like, hey, I have a problem. And they're like, where? When?
Sound Van Dan is a Cancer. Hi, Sound Van Dan.
Yay.
He's afraid we're going to put him on blast. We won't do that.
Okay.
Movie too.
My turn.
Yes.
Okay. So what I don't like, or what I don't like about Cancers, and it's kind of what Alex was saying. It's the just moodiness. Like you never know what you're gonna get. Nothing can be, I can't fucking plan anything. I've always dated something with Cancers too. I hate it. So it's like I'm trying to just like plan, but all of a sudden you decide to throw a baby fit and I have to fucking deal with that. So like I'm sorry, Dan, but I'm making these.
Doesn't mean
most
all
awkward-
gangsters act exactly like that, but you're absolutely right that it can be a
The
tendency.
mood takes
Um,
over. Like it's just a thing. And
Mhm.
and that it's okay and it's beautiful but sometimes it's inconvenient and I hate it. So but the thing that I love, and then this is kind of what Ashley was saying, is the like mothers in all of them. And
Mhm.
every female and male, it doesn't matter. The like just love of taking care of some like, oh, I love it so much.
They love so well. Keep
Mhm.
looking at Soundman Dan. I mean, he's just that's him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I put my phone on do not disturb and it disturbed us.
Oh well.
Let's roast the birthday girl. Start us off, Claire,
Okay.
with some
Okay.
Taurus.
It's Taurus season.
Okay, things I don't like about Taurus. Ding 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 ding. Let me think. The worry. The unrealistic worries that happens that Tauruses say. Like, I'm thinking of somebody that used to work at the hospice company.
Oh, please help me because
Erica.
I can't.
I don't care.
No.
They the worry that would happen, she would be like, I can't let my daughter go outside because a telephone pole is gonna fall on her. Like, what? You know, like but it's funny and I get it where like Tauruses will be driving and then they'll imagine a whole thing, a whole accident, terribleness, and the anxiety that happens. And like, I hate living through that shit. I hate it. So that's what I don't like about Tauruses. What I love about them is that they see and they are just literal pure beauty. Like
Yeah.
how they look at the world and just who they are. It's just the most fucking beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah, agreed. I will start by saying, with all the love in the world, that Tauruses are lazy fucks.
She's not wrong. She's
And
not wrong.
I have lived with my dear friend Ashley for so long, and it's almost one of those things. I feel like I've just sort of gotten used to like the general trail of like things that follows the Taurus, that it doesn't even like fades. I just sort of clean up as I go. It's whatever. I love my Taurus, so that's just part of the deal.
That's fine.
But I think on, kind of connected to that, I like to connect my points. Is it's not always that they're being lazy. They just, they know their boundaries, which is a good thing. And I think that they're very, like, self-care is important to Taurus. They love to relax. They love to be pampered. And I mean, that is important. We should all do that. And I think Tauruses know how to do that the best.
Mhm.
You are not wrong. Honestly, absolutely everything both of you said was very true. I frequently have vivid daydream imaginations
Mhm.
about terrible car accident. Sometimes I'm the one who's injured, sometimes I'm the hero, and how does it go down? And I'm telling you, it's dramatic, like car flipped over a bridge in the water kind of shit. Like,
No, I
need-
know I'm a fucking empath or psychic, and every time somebody Taurus wise does that, I absorb it all and I hate it. I hate it.
Feel that.
So sorry to other empaths, but to be fair, when I'm not blocking out strangers, I feel that because, and definitely, I feel the empath shit on the train. It's not always my favorite, although I use it as a weapon when I can.
Not your Scorpio.
Hate you.
Well, that's that.
Okay, did you do
He's
what
a
you love?
weapon.
What you love about Taurus? Did you do that?
What do I love about Taurus? I love everything. We're
Well, she
like
does.
goddesses that just walk around.
Oh, my cat just took a shit. It smells so bad.
Man, cats are. We have a cat. He's so funny. Soundman Dan's cat. Who takes a poop, and every time takes a poop and immediately gets the zoomies. Like comes out of the litter box with the zoomies fresh out of after taking that shit.
Yep.
It's the funniest
Oh,
thing.
that's so cute. It's like, I'm free. I'm so much lighter. I feel great.
I'm 10 pounds lighter.
Yep.
Okay.
Honestly, the only last thing I wanted to add, if Taurus was an animal, Taurus would be a house cat.
Yeah.
Honestly, bring me things, peasant. I leave things for you to pick up. Oh, pet me now. And then you're like, oh my gosh, they are so adorable. Look how precious and sweet they are. And they are not
Okay,
precious
like
and
a
sweet because they're
spoiled house cat. Yeah, yeah.
like a spoiled house cat, like not
Okay.
like an indoor outdoor, like not one of your average barn cats, like a spoiled house cat.
I get it. Yeah.
Pet me now, don't pet me like that, that kind of stuff. Oh, you're home again to feed me, I hope.
Okay, what's next?
Next is Virgo.
Yeah.
Whoop,
There you go.
beep.
Okay.
Virgos. Let's see. Ba, ba, ba.
Get shit done.
Yeah, you start us off. Do it.
Virgos get shit done. Like if you need something done, and I mean like not just like done, like if you need it done well and efficiently, you call a Virgo. Okay. They have a good sense. They have a good sense of justice, or am I confusing them with Libras?
That justice is Libras.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say though, Virgos are anal, and that's again the same downfall for me is that if it's not perfect, they're basically going to shame you for it. However they do it, sometimes it's subtle, sometimes it's like, what the F is this? But I mean, a Virgo shames, absolutely. When they don't like the result, it's just it's trash or it's great. There's no in between.
Well, I think that's very much Earth sign energy in general. You think your Taurus, your Virgo, and your Caps, they're all very judgmental perfectionists.
Yeah.
I'm not judgmental.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm not also judgmental.
But I'm known to be judgmental. Got it.
Virgos. What do I think about Virgos? Well, like I just said, I mean, they are perfectionists, which I mean, I guess it's sort of piggyback off what you said. I mean, you want something done well, go to a Virgo, right? They're very, I think Virgos, I always view them as, I mean, I guess, intelligent. Like to me, they're very knowledgeable.
They're like the Ravenclaws.
They like information, yes. On the downside, they can be sort of neurotic, I think.
Yeah. They take it a step too far.
Yeah, agreed.
Alex,
What be your thoughts, Miss Claire?
isn't your moon Virgo?
It sure is. I'm an anal sign.
Okay, so there's too many things that are wanting to come out.
Your
There's
face
there's a helicopter or something.
in your yard.
There's never noises. I live in the middle of nowhere.
All right.
It's so loud. Okay, whatever. Pausing now. Okay.
Makes you feel better.
Yeah, we can't hear anything.
Okay. Virgo, what I don't like. Okay. So Virgos have a sense of like, I don't know how to describe it. It is laziness mixed with hermitness. And they only have like certain people that they're comfortable with, but they can like, no, it's
Like they're pretty introverted.
What?
Like introverted, kind of.
Yes, but like it's also lazy. Like, I understand where Ashley's saying with the like get shit done thing. Like, if they need to be on, they'll do whatever they need to do, you know. But like, I feel like I have to like pry them out of their home or their whatever.
Yeah.
So that part, and then that's what I don't like. What I love about them is that I have no Virgo in my chart at all, and I
Really?
need Virgo, none, not at all. I need Virgo in my life so I can like make sense of things, understand what my brain is thinking. Like they help me sift my shit out, and that is my favoriteest part about a Virgo, and especially
Mhm.
Virgo moons.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
What's your moon?
Virgo.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was rising or moon. I knew we just talked about it.
It is. All right, just 2 left, ladies. We're doing well.
Yes.
We got it.
Let's do this as a fun one. Leos.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go first. One of my 7 evil exes was a Leo. I feel like I can say that now. I feel like I've gotten to somewhere around 7. He was a Leo, and he was a great time. Gotta be honest. Leos they walk in and then they just like peacock. They're like, I am the lion of this whole den. What's up? And people loved him. And I love that energy in a person. I really do love that energy in a person. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I love being able to walk into a place and be like, what the fuck's up? So there's that, but they're not kind a lot of times. Like they're just very like, maybe I don't want things to be sugar coated, but like they'll say it in a very blunt way where they're like, you look awful in that outfit. Why did you think that you could walk out the door? Now they're not all, right? Again, not all of them. You have to look at the chart the way it's mixed. This one particularly did, but I will say that Leos are amazing leaders. Like you cannot take that from them. Like they do good things, amazing things. Yeah, they know how to make people follow and trust them, and then they're good at it as well. Usually,
Fire energy.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Sorry, friends. I have just lost something. That's why I'm searching around for. It's one of those things, right? Like you have it in your hands, and then it just poofy poofs. Like,
it's gone, I guess.
I guess. All right. Well, there it is. Look at Ashley go. All right, Leos. I love the sort of the bravado in the step that Leos take. Leos love to strut, and I love that about them. I love the confidence that Leo has. Yeah. I like that Leos love to put on a good appearance. I mean, they love to look well and look their best, which I enjoy. I appreciate about them. On the other hand, they can be kind of vain and shallow. I think Leos can be.
Yep. Okay.
Outfits. I don't like that outfit.
Right. Yeah.
They like you need to look a certain way to be with a Leo.
Yep.
Like you got to be at a certain status, you know, at least look the part, even if you're not.
Like, I feel like a Leo woman will rarely be caught dead without a, fresh face of makeup on. You know what I mean? That's how I always think of them.
Yep. The thing that I don't like about Leos is their selfishness. I think that because they're my opposite as an Aquarius, it's easy to see that. Like, and I think that a lot of people would think it's like vain or it's whatever, but to me, it's like so selfish. It's some of the things that happens that they do. I could go into a million things, but that's just the main thing. So what I like about Leos is if you want to have a good time, if you are in the mood to party and you want to have fun wherever you are, you could just go to a Leo and be like, let's have fun. And they just light up and it's ready. And it's the go time and they'll do whatever it takes to like have fun. And I love that.
Yeah.
One of our favorite Leos, her and I went to the casino one time, and it was basically just we had gone with some other people, but we ended up being separated from them or something, and so the two of us just ended up dancing on the dance floor for probably a solid hour. I mean, and had the best time.
Mm.
Yeah, they're always down to fun for sure.
Down to fun.
Down to fun.
I love that.
Yes. All right, last one, and I enjoy this one. This one's a fun one, specifically because here we go, Capricorn. For me personally, this is the sign that I beef with the most. Like if I could fight any sign, it would be a Capricorn. Something about Capricorns just burn my biscuits. Like
I gotta tell you, I've never really heard her say that
Mm-hmm.
before. Like, I've never really heard you say that before.
I just feel a certain type of way about Capricorns.
I think I know who you're like thinking about though.
Do you? I'm curious. Someone we know, like mutually?
You used to live with him.
Oh no, not at all. That's not who I was. Although I can see why
I
they're
thought
buddy.
you were gonna think that, and I was like, I don't think that that's who you're talking about, though.
Oh.
Like who?
Isn't
you're
he an
thinking of.
Aquarius?
No, he's Cap.
Oh, yeah. But no. So me for Capricorns and why I personally beef with them so hard is they love it. They have this sense of power that they need to be in control. And they, I feel like, put greed and power, above kindness at the end of the day sometimes, and it drives me insane.
Then I definitely know
They're-
who you're talking about.
Their drive and their ambition is, I feel like, can blind them. On the opposite end, given credit where it's due, I think that Capricorns are go-getters. I mean, they get what they want. They see it, they go for it, they get it. They don't take no for an answer, which is partially why I want to punch them in the face.
Yeah.
Capricorn, and why I beef.
You ever meet a person who has things that you're like, I feel like you don't deserve that? Like, have you ever been at that pettiness level where you cared about shit, but like they have things you're like, I feel like you don't deserve that? It's probably a Capricorn.
Capricorn also will go to the farthest. They cannot stand being wrong.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
They can't do it. They will even, I feel like, if they're in a position where, like, let's say they're in an argument and they've realized that they're wrong in the argument, they're not someone who will be like, oh, you know what, pause, I fucked up, you're right, I see where you're coming from. They will double down with whatever bullshit, even lie at that point, just to win.
Yep.
Can you guys tell that I'm riled?
I know I know I don't have your chart, but we're gonna have to go through our charts on some podcast because I am so curious to why you have this beefiness. But I mean, it does make sense that most of the time the people that you love the most are Cancer energy. So obviously the opposite, you're gonna be like, meh,
Oh, my ex-mother, I don't know, I'll put this one on blast. My ex-mother-in-law is a Cancer, or not a Cancer, a Capricorn, and a bitch of a Capricorn at that. So that's how I feel.
To be fair, the Capricorn that I'm most thinking of in my head is a bitch. She's just the worst. She's the worst. So she Capricorns are definitely the kinds of people where if they can't admit when they're wrong, they'll still just turn around and blame it on you. Like, blame is not like anything that they've ever accepted in their life, and they one time I got in trouble for something and I was with said Capricorn, and she chose to do bad things, which is why she was also in trouble. Someone we were with did not get in trouble because they weren't doing said bad things, even though they were with us. So the thing is, she made bad choices. And while, yes, I was the one that originally got caught doing the bad thing. She was also doing the bad thing and blamed me forever for getting in trouble. And I was like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, we were caught already. There was no point in lying. She's like, you didn't even try to lie. Like, to this day would still say that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm 26 now and still to this day would claim something like, you should have lied or done something better to get out of that. I'm like, I was caught. Like, I just know when to give up, I guess. Like, I folded. I don't know what to tell you.
Capricorns will not fold.
But I mean, kind of piggybacking off what Alex said, like, they really do go get things. I will say though that I think that they're pretty devoted to family. I mean, they might come off to their family kind of as assholes. Like, I mean, their kids, their spouses, parents might think like you're kind of an asshole, but that's an asshole that does love you. I mean, at the end of the day, if you call them, they're like, yeah, you're my family. Like, I will come help you out. However they decide to help you out, it might not be the way you wanted, but they'll come and do something for you.
Oh, that is so true.
Think that you should do it. They're like, all right, so you weren't doing it well your way. If I'm helping you, you're going to do it my way. That's a Capricorn.
Yep. Okay, mine.
End us off. Claire.
What?
Said end us off.
Okay.
Send us.
Okay, what I don't like about Capricorns, okay, I guess it would have to be like the arrogance that happens.
Yeah.
Every single Capricorn that I know, especially male, and I'm not joking, and I don't care if you get mad at me for this, most of all of the males that I've met so far in my life that are Capricorns are all douchebags. And they're all just assholes, you know? But the females are like boss bitches. Like, yes, a lot of the time you can beef with them because I'm an Aquarius and I hate authority, but like, they're boss bitches, you know? And it's fucking cool. But the males are just kind of like, it's almost because it's cardinal and like Aries energy is like cardinal and Aries energy is like, let me flop my dick around and be like, you know, but yeah. Capricorn is like, let me flop my money, my status, my whatever, all that around. There's something else I was gonna say, damn it. Oh, I haven't said the love. I didn't say the love yet. That's what it was. Hang on. What I love about Capricorns is that they can literally imprint on a person. Like if you know Twilight, Jacob, imprint on a person. Like the love will never go away. Like, you know, if you're family, you know, if you are cared about. If a Capricorn doesn't have anybody to care about, work is their baby. Work is their love, you know? But the love, because you got to think of it, Capricorn opposite is Cancer. The love that a Cancer gives, the Capricorn is equally able to do the same thing, but just in a different way. It could be just work, or it could be just one kid, or it could be just one, you know, like whatever.
Right.
Yeah. That's it.
I was going to say, I think that a Capricorn woman and a Leo male would pair well. Or be disastrous. Go up in flames. One of the two.
Both.
Would be really bad or really good.
It could be both.
All right, ladies, we'll wrap it up with our Karma Corner. Just some good little things that have happened this week. I'll start real fast. I had lost a bag of chakra crystals several months ago. I was really upset. I even finally just succumbed to buying a new bag, but I found it and it makes me so happy.
Yes.
We should look back on our text messages. And I wonder if it was when Mercury was retrograde last time.
Probably.
That would be so weird.
Seems like a retrograde thing to do.
Yeah, but then now, right when we're getting into that energy again, I found them. Okay, Ash, you go. Do you know yours yet?
Yeah. So this past week was my birthday, and I don't like big planned surprises, although organic life surprises are fine, if that makes sense. They're not too like big life changing, you know what I mean? Like I don't mind little surprises. So all week, and especially on my birthday, I had so many little surprises. I got a $25 gift card when I bought one of those like river racing ducks. Do you know what I'm talking about? You buy a little
River?
rubber duck and you race it on a river?
Oh, like a carnival game or something?
No. Okay. So I'm gonna explain this to you. When I lived in Tennessee, I was young. My mom would always take us to this river walk. It was a little river that went through the state, the area that we lived in, and they would do events there, and they would have like news stations come out, things like that. So, but once a year, they would raise money for some organization, cause, whatever, and they would have people buy a duck, a little rubber duck, like a bathtub duck, and they put a number on it, and they put them all in the river at the same time, and they've got it contained so the ducks don't stay floating down the river, but they have, I don't know, a distance, and they have a finish line. Whatever duck crosses the finish line first, that person's duck, they're the winner. And it's always fun just to like play and have a duck. So I told them I would buy a duck, and they were like, well, what do you want its name to be? And I was like, well, I just need one lucky, because they asked if I wanted one duck. I said, yeah. So I named it Lucky because I only need one lucky duck, and it had the same birthday as me. And afterwards, the lady was like, oh my gosh, well, here you go. Here's a $25 gift card since it's like your birthday and everything too. That was cool.
Yeah.
Got a cheesecake from Alex's coworker.
Mhm.
We just showed up to say hi, and she runs back outside as we're trying to leave, and she goes, do you like cheesecake? I'm like, yeah. She runs back outside. Mind you, she's a Taurus too. Her birthday was on the 1st, and she runs outside barefoot and is like, here's a cheesecake. I'm like, Ginger, you just carry cheesecakes around with you? I don't understand. She's beautiful.
Yeah,
She's beautiful.
Ginger's
You
good
would love
people.
her. Beautiful soul. So got some other fun little surprises, but it was just a good like surprise week. Like random little surprises happened, and they were just good. Just good.
Yay.
Yeah. What about you?
So I'm not gonna lie, I did have a really hard time thinking of stuff, but while you were talking, it reminded me of this. So I have this amazing client, and she's probably listening. And I said this on my podcast today, but she sent me a present, and it was, I don't ever go get the mail because the mailbox is so far away. I just bought a new mailbox and it'll be closer, so I will get the mail. But I just let Cho do it when he gets home, and it's like 10 o'clock, and so I don't get the mail until then. So Friday night there was a package in there, and in it was a little notebook that said, I can't remember what it said, but it was really cute. It was kind of like witchy and cool. And it had little stickers of like plants that I could put on my like glass that I drink water out of all the time. And she got a Kuan Yin oracle deck.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kid, show me that. That was cool.
I really love it. And it's a whole thing for me because like my mentor that just left and went home to Ecuador last week is like very, 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 oh, you actually, you know, Ray and Chris. Ray
Yeah,
is,
I was
okay.
actually just thinking, I'm like, is that Chris? Like,
Yeah. So anyway, so she uses Kuan Yin all the time in all of her like healing messages, everything. That is her deity. And so I love it because I've never actually like connected with Kuan Yin myself because I'm more of an Odin type, you know. And yeah, so I love it. I love it when people give me presents, you know. But just like out of nowhere ones that like people didn't have to do. Like it's not my freaking birthday, but I just I needed it.
Yeah.
I had a hard week. So it was so
That
needed.
is something about you. Like that is, I feel like you're Taurus rising. You love like getting presents. You love that.
Yes.
I used to be
Yeah.
really bad at it. I'm not gonna lie. Like I literally have a memory of when I was in 3rd grade, this girl named Amy Adams gave me this like carousel, like unicorn horse thing. It was just a like statue. And I remember like getting it and I just was like, oh, thanks. Or I don't even know if I said thanks. I was like, okay, thanks. And I put it away. And she was just like crushed. And I was so like, okay, what happened? That was when I like learned like I have to put on a show if people are gonna keep giving me things. It's that my
That's right.
Aries right here.
They need the gift of appreciation. You do, like, you give a gift, you ever notice like you have to like give the gift of appreciation afterwards? Like if you don't
Yes.
seem appreciative, then
Yep.
people are like, oh well, she's ungrateful, and like nobody likes that. I
Yeah.
wouldn't like that. I'm being honest with you. If I gave you something and you weren't like, oh my goodness, thank you so much, da 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 da, I would be offended. And I shouldn't be, because that's an expectation of a reaction, right? Like that's a learned behavior that's actually not healthy. So
But if it was like close people, like if it was you guys, I could easily be like, can you tell me that I did a good job of giving that gift? I have no problem saying that. Like,
Right.
words of affirmation is what I live off of.
Yes.
So can you just tell me that I did good and we can move on with the day?
yeah,
Yeah.
So I can move on with my day.
yeah, yep.
Or
Okay,
my
I have no
twice
idea
overthinking.
how long we have been doing this. So,
I feel like, yeah, good place to wrap up.
mhm.
I think it's good.
All right. So all of the links and everything will be below. And if you're watching this on or listening to it on any podcasts, we're on Google, Apple, Spotify. I have all of the links that are they should be on everything. So I am including, I think both of your Instagrams. Ashley, I didn't ask you permission. Sorry. Okay.
Yes.
If you want to put on your TikToks or whatever, let me know and we'll go. Maybe I did do that. I think I might have put your TikToks on there too.
Sounds good.
All right. Go
All
for
right.
it.
Okay. Well, thanks everybody. Bye.
Toodaloo,
Bye.
friends. Bye.